about a week and a half ago, turn my hazards off. About a week and a half ago, I picked up this 1991 BMW 325i convertible.
Holy shit, bro.
And the reason I picked it up, even though I already have a 1989 325i convertible, the reason I picked it up is because this one's already a manual, so I didn't have to change over all the pedal assembly, even though it's something I already bought. Just kind of a headache I didn't want to deal with. And the 325i was the first car I ever bought. I bought it in 2016 for $1,300. It was before I could even, 2015 actually, it was before I could even drive. I'd never done an oil change on a car. The only thing I'd ever done was change my mom's tire. And I couldn't even drive, I didn't have a permit yet. But I figured, hey, why not start with a full suspension swap from another car and an engine swap and transmission swap and transfer it from an auto to a manual. There was a lot to take on. And just because it took so long, you know, you start to like forget how you took it apart. And I also disassembled it way more than I needed to. Just almost gutted the car completely. So, and then as I went along, I started to find some more body damage. Found some Bondo in the back. It had those diving board bumpers that E30s had in the 80s. Even though it was an 89 and the facelift happened for the coupe in 88, 89, it didn't happen for the convertible until 91. So this one already has the plastic bumpers. There's no Bondo. It's pretty straight. There's some dings, but nothing atrocious. It was just a way better starting platform. This is just a way better starting platform. So the way I plan on doing the swap now is I already have the 5-lug suspension on the E30. So I'm gonna start with that and just swap the suspension over. So drop the rear subframe because that has like new dip bushings and everything. I'm gonna check to see if this car actually has a limited slip. It felt like it from some earlier activities. It did seem to have a posy rear end, but I'm not sure. Oh, this corner's sick. Oh, it's not this corner actually. But yeah, so about this car a little bit. It has 305,000 miles on it. That's what I thought, but the odometer doesn't work. It has a power top. That doesn't work. Locks. It doesn't lock. The hood latch does not work, so I have to use a screwdriver. There's like a fail-safe mechanism, and you can use a screwdriver to open the hood, but I can't just use the hood latch. Alright, this corner's kind of fun. A little bit of oversteer there. But the good things about this car, it's got Coney suspension, it's got a 5-speed, and it drives great, honestly. For a car with this many miles on it, I was told the engine had an overhaul 75,000 miles ago, water pump and timing belt, and after taking it on a 500-mile road trip up to Northern California, I didn't have any overheating issues. So I'm pretty excited to be able to just swap in things way more simply. What I'm going to be doing to this car is what I already did to my 89 BMW. I'm just transferring it over to this one. So I have a 95 S50 motor. It's out of a 95 M3. That was rebuilt 1,000 miles ago. I have a brand new clutch. It is a somewhat lightened flywheel. It's a single mass instead of a dual mass that came in a lot of BMWs. But it's not too light. I think it's 17 or 18 pounds compared to like 27 stock. But I got a sprung clutch so that I won't get the clutch chatter. And then other components, all of the differential, all of the bushings and the suspension have been replaced with a softer. It's about about 40% stiffer than the rubber, but not anywhere close to like Delrin bushings or ADA polyurethane. So differential bushing, rear trailing arms, all of that. And then the car also has a five lug swap. So what that is the front suspension components. So that's the control arms and the spindle and the brakes off of a e36 M3, and that's the 96 to 99 model year. And then the rear, I have the rear trailing arms off of a 318 Ti or a Z3. And in the rear, it increases the brake size by like 13%, but in the front, I believe it's between 30 and 40% increase on the brake size. It also lets me add 5-lug wheels. As well as getting big brakes, I get more wheel options, and so it's gonna get the 17-inch, the DS2 style wheels. I'll throw up a picture of them. That's pretty cool. So we're going from a 14-inch rim on this car to a 17-inch. It's a big change, but I think the 17s look okay. I would never put 17s on like my Miata. That would look horrible. But I think on this car, it's got large enough arches and everything to pull off 17s. And I'll probably be running a 225 square stance. So 225s on each corner. And then the final thing, or I guess there's two more things. On the 5-speed, I got a ZF transmission instead of reusing the Getrag that's in this one. So it's a stronger, stouter transmission. The ratios are also different. I don't know what they are off the top of my head. It's a little bit more of a sturdy and sporty transmission. And then I also coupled that with the Z3 shift linkage to give it a shorter throw. Because this, if you angle it down to the shifter, if you look at the throw on this, it is like a very long throw, especially coming from a Miata. And it's not very notchy. It's kind of just slides in place. It's very easy to drive. The clutch is nice, and you know it's very smooth in between gears. But it's not really as sporty as I'd want it to be. And that's going to be the near future for this car. After that, it's going to be repairing the top, replacing the top, and getting the power top to work. Because all the motors and everything are there. I think one of them is just stripped. And it looks like maybe an arm controlling one of the mechanisms is broken. I'm kind of rambling at this point, it's a long video. But I'm going to throw in some shots of the car driving, drone shots, make it a little more interesting than just me talking. But yeah, those videos are going to be coming soon. I'm really excited to start this build. I'm also going to be posting about my Miata, which has been turboed for like 6 months now, but the videos I haven't edited. That has an eBay turbo, and it's just, I got that car for 600 bucks. It's a complete piece of shit, but it's a blast. So those videos are gonna be coming out. More videos about this coming out soon. Liam, who is holding the camera, has a 300ZX that I have affectionately nicknamed the 300ZX because I got it for free, gave it to Liam. And Liam is thinking about doing an SR20 swap into that. So if you want to see some dope content, like, follow, subscribe, comment, fucking smash that like button, boys. I'm cutting that out. But if you want to see some dope content, working on cars by some guys that kind of know what they're doing, not really. You can subscribe, follow. The quality's only gonna get better. So, that's all.